Alan came into the barn, and I said, Alan, that's the only thing I can really tell you is she shouldn't be doing this. And you need to be careful.
I said, you know, I even said to the owner then that she's not good for this. You know, she's not good for this.
I told Alan not to take Tyke on the road. When he came to pick up that herd, I told him he should leave Tyke behind.
It was a beautiful day, and I wanted to see the famous circus.
I was 7 years old, and I was kind of excited because a circus never really comes to Hawaii.
And so we were all excited. You know, we just like couldn't wait for it to start.
When we went to the circus, my son told the usher that it was my birthday, so she specially ushered us to the front seat.
And I saw this beige form moving around on the ground behind the curtain. And then it came flying through the curtain, followed by the elephant.
And I was watching it. I watched the elephant pick him up, toss him back down, and roll him all the way out the curtain.
And I thought it was a dummy, because it was very floppy. There was no angles to it, like elbows or knees or anything. It was all just very fluid.
And then when he came out is when we realized, oh my God, he's not playing with a doll. It's his trainee. Oh
my goodness.
I saw a police officer raise his pistol and fires the first shot.
Those were the first shots fired. From there, she made her way through the streets of Kaka'ako.
And then I'm screaming, no!
My first encounter with Tyke, walked into the barn. Mr. Cuneo was showing me the herd, and she turned, ears out, picked up a mouthful of hay or a trunk full of hay and threw it at me. And I said, uh-oh. Oh, Mr. Cuneo downplayed it. Oh, Tyke, she does that with everyone. She's just getting to know you. And I looked at that elephant and I said, uh-oh.
I was the compound manager, and I was also in charge of taking care of the breeding bull that they had. When the acts were in, they all were lined up and chained in the barn. And other than getting practice. They stayed chained up 22 hours a day. Not being able to wander around and visit and interact and do all the tactile stuff that elephants do so much of in their daily lives with each other. They just weren't able to be elephants at all. They were the little pets on a string that people wanted them to be.
I was taught how to use a bullhook, you know. Most gentlemen, you cue with your right hand. You carry the bullhook in your left hand. You're cueing them by voice. If there's a problem, the elephant's getting lazy, you know. It doesn't, instead of skipping, it's gonna, well, I feel like doing this today, you know. Then maybe you'll take the bullhook and shift it to your right hand, and then they see you moving the bullhook, you know. Not just me, you could take certain trainers that I grew up with, could go into Tyke and work her the same way I did. There's just a certain discipline that you've got and a certain way you work elephants, you know.
I was told that you had to use a hook, you had to be tough with them, you had to beat them up if they showed any kind of reluctance to do what you wanted. But if you happen to have an elephant that was strong-willed and spirited, they were the ones that were going to give you trouble because they thought about it and they looked at you and went, you know, you're full of it. I don't have to do what you say. I'm 10,000 pounds. You're not. That little stick is not going to help you any.
The Tyke incident was an international incident. This was going to affect circuses worldwide. This was going to have an impact, we thought from the beginning, not only on the smaller city councils in the United States, but all across the world for that matter. I worked private investigations for a number of years, and I drafted a proposal for Ringling Brothers to deal with the animal activist groups. And it started as something small and became a much larger issue.
Ty and Tyke, they had some kind of special connection. We used to walk in that barn in the morning, and he would walk up to that elephant and be like, Africa. She would lift her head up and rumble, and it was just watching it, I could see the connection.
I loved that elephant. There's something about her that I connected with. I liked the way she showed me her affection. She'd stand above me, and I'm 6'3", and this elephant's standing, you know, I'm looking up at the top of, you know, underneath her chin when she stood above me, and she let me hug her on her neck and hug on her, and she just, you know, she let me be around her. So that's what I love most about it. She let me be around her.
The time I spent with elephants was amazing, just priceless. I couldn't, there's no other animal I've ever worked with that can compare with what I got with working with elephants and the relationship. There's nothing better than being hugged by an elephant. It's just the most wonderful, warm, when they take their trunk and blow against your face and they wrap their trunk around you. It's fabulous, wonderful. But those days are gone.
I'm probably the most critical person of all of our place here, because I don't drive through here and think, oh, how nice it is that they're eating grass. I drive through and think, why are they behind a fence? You know, our philosophy is that elephants are not designed for captivity at all. And you can do what you can for them, but you'll never match what they should have if they were in the wild.